All I'm saying is believe in yourself. It's a brand new day if I'm telling you the truth. You can do shit today that was only available on the Jetsons. You can drive a car, don't need no gas, take that to a house, don't need no electricity. You can talk to an AI, write a letter to your plastic wife and your styrofoam kids, all in the same day. You could do some wonderful shit. You could play games for a living. You could be a gamer. Hold on. You could be an influencer. And get this. You could be an influencer and not influence a motherfucker to do a goddamn thing. You could be an influenceless influencer. Believe in yourself. Right. There's so many things that you can do. The only thing you cannot afford to do is fucking quit. Just don't fucking quit. If you don't take nothing else from this, this is America. This is the greatest country in the world. Not because some people say it, because it really the fuck is. If you traveled, you know that. No matter how beautiful the place you visit, you still be happy than a motherfucker to get the fuck back here to America status. Because we're number one. But in the greatest country in the world, in 1 year, 50,000 people committed suicide. The fuck? That's a city's worth of people that gave the fuck up. And think about it. None of them was the right one. All them people killed themselves. Ain't shit get better the next day. You could have stayed, bitch. You was not the problem. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself even if you ugly. Let me say it again for the people at home. Even if you ugly. Look at all the ugly people trying to act like they don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. Yeah, for the first time in history, it don't matter what the fuck you look like. You can fucking make it too. Look at the ugly people. They want to believe, but they can't. It's true. Don't let nothing stop you. Trick Daddy is rich and famous. Do you hear me? You can do anything. Take that. You know he ain't got that type of insurance. If he can make it, you can make it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Believe in yourself. That's all I'm saying. Don't let nothing fucking stop you. Unless you in the motherfucking streets. It's just a new day and age. It's a new day and age. It's a day and age where the truth is all you need to have. If you got some of the truth on your motherfucking side, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you got a lie, oh, lies is catching hell now today. Yes, in real life. Because there's too many great detectives in the world right now. White detectives, black detectives, Hispanic detectives, Indian detectives, Asian detectives, just great detectives. I wish all the detectives could talk to one another. So black detectives could tell white people when something is fucked up on our end. I think the last time we saw it as a group is when that black lady said she saw that baby on the side of the highway. White people, I want you to know as niggas, we was so ashamed. You lying ass bitch. Niggas had a perfect track record. It was fucked up. Clearly, she didn't have not one white friend. All niggas know you don't call no motherfucking highway, freeway line, say a nigga. Saw some shit that no white person has seen all day, bitch. I knew she was lying 30 seconds in. She said something that was embarrassing to kidnappers. He said the kidnappers took her wig off and put it in the car. If you don't shut the fuck up, bitch. There's not a kidnapper in the world, not Al-Qaeda, not ISIS, not nobody that would rather deal with a black woman without her motherfucking wig. Is you out your rabbit ass mind? You'll have to kill her. She'll tell you that right by the car. You'll have to kill me. This is glued on. It's a crazy world out there. If you really are woke, you'll hear some shit in real news that your brain can't even stand. If the person is powerful enough, they can fuck with your brain and make you believe something you've never heard before. Look at everybody. Like who, nigga? I don't want to name no names. I'm just saying. Jamie Foxx is a powerful motherfucker. Do you hear me? That nigga say some shit you never even heard in your brain. They said on the news, Jamie Foxx has a mystery illness. What the fuck is a mystery illness, bitch? Look at all the people. Katt, don't get canceled. No. Never in the history of medicine has there been a mystery illness. In the real world, if you got a mystery illness, bitch, it means you are fine. Right when you believe something you're not supposed to believe, they hit your ass again. Right after they said the nigga had a mystery illness, the next news flash, they said, we just cured it. You just cured what? A mystery, bitch? You can't cure a mystery. The fuck did you cure him with? You just gave him all the pills. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Look at everybody looking like, this is it, Katt, you're out here. No, you ain't gotta worry. Because all you got to do is tell the truth. The truth is crazy enough, you ain't got to make up no shit. The world is crazy. World is crazy. Trump finally decided to reach out to black people. He decided to do it with a motherfucking shoe. Cause heard niggas love sneaks. You don't get the fuck out of here. Those are $100. Only a white man would make something for niggas that no black people can match. Who got a red, white, blue, and gold outfit they been waiting to rock? Take that picture down. We not trying to sell those. I don't want to talk about the man's shoe. I tried Joe Biden's shoes, but I didn't like them. I put on one shoe, and both my feet fell asleep. God damn it, Joe! The air tingles. The world is so crazy. Donald Trump is not even the craziest person in politics. The craziest person in politics is Ron DeSantis. That is a scary motherfucker. Ron DeSantis. He say some evil shit. Ron say some shit even make Hitler go, what? Ron DeSantis said black people don't get no credit for slavery because you learn something. What? We learned we should have whooped your motherfucking ass when we had the chance. Ron, the book is he talking about? That's why you be so careful. Because they'll try to erase history while you looking at it. They don't even talk about slavery in America. You know why? Because they don't want to give no credit to the people that got black people out of slavery in the first place. They don't want them to get no shine. So they erased it from history. But I'll say it here in front of the world. Black women got black people out of slavery in America. That's the facts. As a group, black women did that without assistance. There was no group of black men that got together, said, fuck this shit, nigga, we not finna be slave no motherfucking more. Because they killed all them niggas that day. No, it was black women. Our great-great-grandmama and them that just happened to be blessed with some of the sweetest, most delicious pussy that God has ever created. Oh, yes. Black women was necessary. Great-grandmama wasn't just in there making cornbread. Oh, no. She was also slanging some of the greatest pussy that master had ever seen. She is not going back in the field. She lives in the house now. What do you mean, what house, Rebecca? This house. Doing what the fuck was necessary. That's right. They erased all of it. You know who suck a mean dick? Miss Buttersworth. You know how good your pussy gotta be for you to get a syrup named after you, bitch? It's a thick, rich, and delicious on the bottle to this day. Her and her girlfriend, Aunt Jemima, doing threesomes for freedom. They doing some shit right now today they have never been able to do in history. They changing up our words while we still using the words. They just change them. 20 years ago, washed meant you was fresh and clean. Today, if they say you are washed, nigga, you are out of there. It is not the same. Some words they just say and don't have no explanation. All women in the world know what toxic masculinity is. They'll tell you about it. See, that's toxic masculinity. Hey, you shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know nothing about masculinity. First of all, there ain't a bunch of masculinities, bitch. It's just one, and it's toxic. The opposite of toxic masculinity is femininity, motherfucker. What the fuck? They'll just change words. They want me to be mad at woke. I'm not finna change woke. You not gonna act like that's a bad word. What the fuck you mean? It's so political. It is not fucking political, bitch. The fuck, the last time I checked, woke was the opposite of sleep, motherfucker. Look it up. You not finna change the words for me. It's a whole new world out.
I'm just gonna let that sit there for a second. I'm gonna let that breathe. Because see, on the surface, that sounds like a pretty straightforward title, right? Like, oh, cool, Katt Williams is gonna talk about America. That's nice, moving on. But no. See, you cannot just gloss over a title like this when the person attached to it is Katt Williams. Because nothing about Katt Williams is surface level. Nothing about Katt Williams is straightforward. And absolutely nothing about Katt Williams is, oh, that's nice, moving on. When Katt Williams is involved, you stop, you sit down, you give your full and undivided attention, and you prepare yourself, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, for whatever is about to come out of this man's mouth. And I mean that with every ounce of sincerity I have in my body. Now let me just, before we even get into the content, let me just talk about Katt Williams as a human being for a moment. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially younger folks, might not fully appreciate the magnitude of who this man is and what he represents in the world of comedy, in the world of truth-telling, and honestly in the world at large. Katt Williams has been doing this for decades. Decades. This is not a new artist. This is not somebody who just popped up on social media and went viral last week. This is a man who has been grinding, performing, living, breathing, bleeding comedy since before some of you watching this were even born. He started doing stand-up as a teenager. A teenager. While most of us were worried about homework and what we were going to wear to school, Katt Williams was standing on stages, figuring out how to make strangers laugh, honing a craft that would eventually make him one of the greatest stand-up comedians who has ever walked this earth. And I don't say one of the greatest lightly. I mean that. Because here's the thing about great comedians. Real, truly great comedians. They're not just making you laugh. Anybody can make you laugh. A funny face can make you laugh. A silly sound can make you laugh. That's not what separates the legends from everybody else. What separates the legends is that they make you laugh and they make you think. They make you laugh and they hold up a mirror to society. They make you laugh and they say things that are so true, so painfully, uncomfortably, undeniably true, that the laughter almost feels like a defense mechanism. Like your body is laughing. Because if it didn't laugh, it would have to fully reckon with what was just said. And that reckoning might be too much to handle. That's what Katt Williams does. That's his superpower. He wraps the truth in comedy and delivers it straight to your chest like a missile. And by the time you realize what hit you, you're already laughing, already nodding, already thinking, wait, he's right. He's absolutely right. How did I never see that before? And that is why a video titled Katt Williams on This America, the Greatest Country in the World, is not just a video title, it is an event. It is a cultural moment. It is a piece of content that demands to be taken seriously and engaged with fully. Because whatever Katt Williams is about to say about this country, it is going to be layered. It is going to be complex. It is going to be funny and profound, and probably a little uncomfortable, and maybe even a little controversial. And it is going to make you feel something. I guarantee it. Now let's talk about the title itself. Because I've been staring at it, and there are specific words in here that are doing a lot of heavy lifting. And I think we need to acknowledge that. First, this America. Not America. Not our America. Not great America, or modern America, or any of the other ways you could have framed it. This America. And that word, this, is doing something very intentional. Because when you say this America, you are making a distinction. You are pointing at something specific. You are saying out of all the versions and visions and narratives and myths and realities of America that exist, I am talking about this one. The one right here. The one we are actually living in right now. Not the textbook version, not the Founding Fathers version. Not the postcard version with the amber waves of grain and the spacious skies. This America, the real one, the complicated one, the one that looks different depending on who you are and where you come from, and what side of which tracks you were born on. And coming from Katt Williams, a black man in America, a man who grew up poor, a man who has experienced this country in ways that a lot of people will never experience it. That word, this, carries a weight. It carries a history. It carries a whole lifetime of experiences and observations and frustrations and revelations. When Katt Williams says, "This America," he is not just pointing at a map. He is pointing at a lived reality. And that lived reality is going to inform everything he says in this interview. Second, the greatest country in the world. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Because see, that phrase, the greatest country in the world, is one of the most loaded, most debated, most politically charged phrases in the entire American lexicon. People have been arguing about whether America is or isn't the greatest country in the world for as long as the concept of national greatness has existed. And depending on who you ask, you're going to get wildly different answers. Ask a certain kind of patriot, and they'll tell you absolutely, without question, no contest, America is the greatest country that has ever existed, and anyone who disagrees is a communist. Ask a certain kind of critic, and they'll give you a 17-point breakdown of every way America has failed its people and fallen short of its own ideals. Ask someone from another country, and they might look at you like you've got 3 heads. Ask a historian, and they'll tell you it's complicated. Ask a philosopher, and they'll question what greatest even means. And now we're asking Katt Williams. And Katt Williams is going to give us an answer that none of those other people would give. Because Katt Williams is not a patriot in the flag-waving sense, and he's not a critic in the academic sense. He is something much more interesting and much more valuable than either of those things. He is a truth-teller. He is a man who has looked at America from the inside out, from the bottom up, from the margins to the center, and he has opinions. Real ones. Earned ones. Not opinions he got from a cable news channel or a political party or a social media algorithm. Opinions he got from living, from surviving, from watching and listening and paying attention when a lot of people weren't. And that is the perspective I want to hear about America. Not from somebody who has been insulated from its roughest edges their whole life. Not from somebody who has only ever seen the highlight reel. I want to hear about America from somebody who has seen the whole film, the good parts and the bad parts, the triumphant moments and the shameful ones, the beauty and the ugliness, and can still stand here and engage with the question of its greatness honestly and without flinching. Because here's what I believe about Katt Williams, and why I think this interview is going to be something special. I believe that Katt Williams loves America. I genuinely do. But I think he loves it the way you love a family member who has hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, you love them, you do anything for them, you claim them, you rep them, you are proud of them in ways that run deeper than you can fully explain. But you also know them. You know their flaws, you know their history, you know the times they let you down, and the times they straight up did you wrong. And that knowledge doesn't kill the love. It makes the love more honest. It makes the love more real. That's a different kind of patriotism. That's not the my country right or wrong kind. That's not the blind, uncritical, don't you dare say anything negative kind. That's the kind of love that says, I see you, all of you, and I'm still here. I'm still claiming you. But we need to talk about some things. We need to be honest about some things. Because the only way this country gets better is if the people in it are willing to look at it clearly and say, we can do better than this. We have to do better than this. And Katt Williams has been saying that in various forms for his entire career. Through his stand-up, through his interviews, through just the way he carries himself. This man has always been about truth, even when the truth was uncomfortable, even when the truth got him in trouble, even when the industry tried to sideline him and the media tried to dismiss him. and people tried to write him off as crazy or irrelevant or past his prime. Katt Williams kept telling the truth. And you know what happened? The truth caught up with him. The world finally started listening. And now here we are, in this moment, where Katt Williams is one of the most talked about, most sought after, most respected voices in the entire entertainment industry. And everybody wants to know what he has to say. Including me. Especially me. Because let me tell you something. I have been a fan of Katt Williams for a long time. I'm talking going back to the early specials, going back to the days when he was just building his name on the comedy circuit and hadn't yet blown up into the cultural phenomenon he eventually became. And even back then, even in those early days when he was still finding his footing on the big stage, you could tell that this was somebody different. This was somebody who wasn't just trying to get laughs. This was somebody who was trying to say something. This was somebody who had a point of view, a perspective, a whole philosophy, and he was using comedy as the vehicle to deliver it. And his philosophy, if I had to sum it up, and I'm probably going to butcher it because Katt articulates it way better than I ever could, but his philosophy, as I understand it, is about awareness. It's about waking up. It's about refusing to sleepwalk through your life and your society, and just accept everything you're told at face value. It's about questioning the systems and structures and narratives that shape our world, and asking, wait, who built this? Is this actually true, or is this just what we've been conditioned to believe? And when you bring that philosophy to a conversation about America, about the greatest country in the world, things get very interesting very quickly. Because America is maybe the most mythologized country on the planet. The stories we tell about ourselves, the narratives we've constructed about our founding and our values and our place in the world, they are powerful. They are deeply embedded. They are taught in schools and celebrated in movies and reinforced in 1,000 subtle and not so subtle ways from the moment you're born in this country until the moment you die. And Katt Williams is the kind of person who looks at all of that mythology and goes, okay, but what's real? Underneath all the stories, underneath all the symbols and the anthems and the founding documents and the monuments, what is the actual reality of this place? What does it mean to be an American when you are poor? What does it mean to be an American when you are black? What does it mean to be an American when the country's promises haven't always applied to you equally or at all? What does greatest country in the world mean to someone who has had to fight tooth and nail just to claim the rights and dignity that the country was supposedly founded on? These are heavy questions. These are the kinds of questions that make people uncomfortable at Thanksgiving dinner. But they are real questions, and they deserve real answers. And I have a feeling that Katt Williams is going to give us real answers. Not perfect answers. I don't think there are perfect answers to questions this big and this complicated. But real ones. Honest ones. Answers that come from a place of genuine thought and genuine feeling and genuine lived experience. And here's the other thing I'm curious about. And this is something I think about a lot when it comes to people like Katt Williams. What does success in America do to your relationship with the country? Because Katt Williams has made it. By any measure, this man has achieved the American dream. He came from humble beginnings. He worked his way up. He became famous. He became wealthy. He became influential. He did the thing that America promises is possible if you work hard enough and want it badly enough. So does that change his perspective? Does making it make you more sympathetic to the country's promise? Or does it make you more aware of how many people are still waiting for that promise to be kept? I think Katt Williams is smart enough and honest enough to hold both of those things at the same time. To say, yes, this country gave me the opportunity to rise. And also, this country makes it a lot harder for some people to rise than others. And both of those things are true. And you can believe in the promise of America, while also demanding that America live up to that promise more fully and more consistently and more equitably than it currently does. That's not anti-American. That's the most American thing you can do, actually. The whole tradition of American descent, of speaking truth to power, of demanding that the country be better, that is America. That's as American as it gets. The abolitionists were doing it. The suffragettes were doing it. The civil rights movement was doing it. Every generation of Americans who looked at the gap between the country's stated ideals and its actual reality and said, we need to close this gap. They were doing the most patriotic thing imaginable. They were taking the promise of America seriously. Seriously enough to fight for it.